These will be the softest pillows of marshmallow you've ever had, and they've got the flavour of apple and mint within.
Fluffy pillows.
Yes, that's what these are.
Right.
You know when you buy marshmallows,
Yep.
sometimes they can be a bit dense. These are the lightest marshmallows ever. Have you made one?
Oh, I've not made them, and they grow on plants, don't they, marshmallows, usually?
What?
They grow on plants. There is a marshmallow plant.
Ah, yeah, there is. We're going to use sugar syrup and gelatin to set our egg whites, okay?
Ooh.
Not marshmallow plant.
No?
Okay, but what we need to do first is make a sugar syrup. So, vanilla caster sugar and liquid glucose going into a pan. And then we come on to the bit that makes these ours. Does that make sense? Our version.
You've written your name on them. Instead of...
No, we're going to add the flavour of apple in the form of apple juice. That's what we dissolve our gelatin in. So 5 leaves of gelatin and a splash of apple juice. Just the stuff straight out of a carton, no trouble. Half of it's going in there, half of it going into here. The gelatin is going to soak.
Yep.
And the sugar syrup has got to come up to 121 degrees Celsius. So it has to be precise. While it's coming to a bubble, we can separate out some eggs, which is your job. So egg whites into our mixer. Egg yolks we can get rid of, we don't need. Now the critical thing is to get the timing right, because you want these to be whipped up and stiff at about the same time that this reaches 121. So wait for this to get to about 100,
Yep.
and then switch it on.
Now, I read something interesting about marshmallows and marshmallow plants.
Yes.
Originally, marshmallows were created for medicinal purposes.
They make me feel better.
To ease a sore throat.
And is that where the root comes? I had actually never heard of marshmallow. So marshmallow is the root they use.
No, they grow on plant. Like
They don't grow on
marshmallows
plants.
grow on plants.
They don't grow on plants.
Grow on plants.
I think it's something to do with the marshmallow plant root, isn't it? That is instead of gelatin. We've mentioned it before with sugar work, but never stir the sugar as it dissolves to recrystallise. Occasionally swill the pan. There we go, 121. We're just going to very, very carefully, while it's going round, pour it into our egg white. And it will start to cook the egg white. At this point, you can turn it down, but keep it going for a bit longer. And we want to just dissolve our gelatin. So you can see it's basically soaked up all of the apple juice. It's softened, but it's not yet dissolved. So into a pan with the last of the apple juice, and you just want to heat it until the gelatin is dissolved, and then that will also go in. What you need now is to line a tin. This is quite crucial.
Okay.
Marshmallow is super, super sticky. Lined it with a little bit of oil and cling film, just so that the cling film sticks to the pan. But then you need an equal quantity of corn flour and icing sugar mixed together. And you just want to dust that all over here. Should now have cooled down enough to be able to put it into a bowl. And then what we want to do is seal the top in with more of that dusty stuff, just to stop everything from sticking. That needs to set up at room temperature for a couple of hours until you're left with the best marshmallow ever. There we go, it's set up, you have a poke, it's a bit firmer now, which is perfect. So you can serve it just as it is, or we're going to make an amazing sherbet. Yeah. So, 100 grams of caster sugar going into any sort of either spice grinder or small blender, and then about a teaspoon of citric acid. And then basically just the leaves of a small bunch of mint, so don't worry about the stalks. The leaves going to go in. And smell that now, that as a mint sherbet is just incredible. So we're going to scatter it into the tray. As you can see, it's nice and dry on the outside where we've put that corn flour, icing sugar crumb. The sticky bits on the inside are what we need to stick our sherbet onto here. And I think for these ones, we're just going to go two-sided. So 2 sides, I've got the sherbet.
Okay. It is absolutely horrible when you get this all in your fingers.
No!
Oh, no.
You are an idiot.
I'm so sorry, I didn't see it there.
And there we go, beautifully soft pillows, like I said, of apple and mint is our homemade marshmallows. Sorted. Go on then, you made enough mess, you can try one now.
When you eat it, you get this
Soft squirrel.
with a zing!
And a tangy sherbet zing. And then you just get the squidgiest, bestest marshmallow ever.
It is damn fine looking food. We think it looks really good. Why don't you upload your photos of sexy, good looking food to Sorted Food, upload a photo, and we will go and like it.